Hi, HCC 111 folks, and welcome to week 3. All right, I think that we're hustling and bustling, and so now we're getting into the meat of the class, and I'm really excited to see where some of these conversations go. Starting tomorrow, I'll kind of jump in to your discussions on the harmonized posts and kind of looking through what you guys are interacting with. Um, and so I am really loving the engagement that I've been seeing on the harmonized PDFs. And so, what I love about the PDFs is that I always get to see how people are thinking and developing their ideas just like they would in class. So, well done. It's been lovely to see so far. Um, all right, well, I will go ahead and get started. So I went ahead and put the presentation sign up on this week again. And really that's just because I people were kind of coming in and out. And because of that, I just wanted to make sure everybody's had a chance to sign up before I start building all of our weeks with presentations. And so go ahead and click here for the presentation sign up. So I know some people have already reached out to me to ask what you're presenting on. I will have those directions made for you, probably starting early next week. I'm trying to back build the course so that I have it available to everyone. What you really need to concern yourself about with the presentation right now is that it's going to be about a rhetorical situation. Um, and so you are going to have a lot of choice with what that rhetorical situation is, and you're going to do a presentation and an analysis on that. Um, and so that is going to be the objective of the presentation. What I really need people to do right now is not think about what you want to do with it, but rather to sign up for when in the weeks coming, you will be able to lead a conversation on that topic with a presentation. Basically, so that if you have something going on and you know about it, you can book around it. I appreciate that when I'm planning. And so that's what I need you to do for right now. And then I'll roll out the presentation instructions next week. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to go through. You're going to get your very first essay assignment. Yay! So if you click on Essay 1 Instructions, it's going to pull up this document. Ta-ta-ta. All right, so in this document, it is a personal literacy narrative. Okay, so in the next couple weeks, we're going to read some more personal literacy narratives. You've already been reading some of them. So, Mother Tongue, De La Peña's story, Langston Hughes, Theme for English B. We're also going to read Superman and Me this week. So, a personal literacy narrative is a way for you to develop your writing skills about you and your experiences and how you see the world. So in the narrative, you are going to explore a an interest, belief, skill, or aspect of your identity that's shaped the way that you see the world, like music, writing, a language, or something that changed you. So something that's developed your literacy, right? So how you like see the way that you interact with the world is based on how you have consumed different things around you, right? So some things that I want you to think about. What shapes the way that you see the world, right? So mentors, books, movies, passions, challenges. How do you experience being an insider or outsider in different communities? What role does language play in your life? So some of those texts that we're reading, there's a language barrier, like with a mother tongue, and also with some De La Pena, and then further, we've got some more complications with some of the Latinx stories, like Kofor, when we read Kofor. So when you're looking at this, I want you to really think about like what has shaped you in your life and what media has shaped you, what books have shaped you, experiences that have shaped you. And so what I'm going to be looking for with this is that you kind of take on some of the things that we've been reading with the senses and the structure is clear and that you have a really clear introduction with a thesis, body paragraphs and conclusion. Now, it's not an essay in a typical sense. Like, you're not going to be analyzing anything, you're going to be telling a story. But all stories have beginning, middle, and end. And so, because of that, you still have to have that same structure of introducing your concept and then building and giving examples, and then it's got to settle and it's got to have a conclusion. Um, so even though it's not like a traditional essay, you're still going to have those components of it that follow you through. I want to see that you're being personal and not preachy. I want to know that these are beliefs and experiences, not lessons for other people, because that's beside the point. Everybody's got different experiences. I want to see you show, not tell, giving dialogue, story, details, and I want to listen and hear your voice come through. So it should not sound like ChatGPT. It should not sound like a robot. It should sound like you. And so if you use any AI resources, remember that's just for brainstorming and revision. So if I see some indicators of ChatGPT language, then I'll have to ask you to revise and rewrite. So please make sure that this is authentically yours. It's fine if you want to use some ideas for brainstorming, but make sure that it is you who's telling this story. I will ask you to follow MLA formatting and include a works cited page. I will have examples of this available for you, but it should be in MLA format when you turn it in. All right. Those are our directions for Essay 1, so you'll need to chew on that for a little bit this week. Your readings for week 3 are going to be looking at academic literacies in Norton Field Guide, and then how to connect ideas in an essay, the theme for English B by Langston Hughes. And so a lot of these are assessing your own writing and organizing. And so they're like really, really short pieces, but definitely like make note of each one and go back. So if you don't have time to read every single one of them through, like, these are all available to you. So if you're like, hey, Mr. Robinson, I can't read, 50 pages. This is ridiculous. That's okay, but these are all pieces for reference. There's some essay planning here available for you. And then your to-dos is you're going to read a selection called Superman and Me, which is a personal literacy narrative. And in the personal literacy narrative, you're going to respond to one of the following discussion questions by, it should be Thursday, with at least one full paragraph. And then you respond to your peers. So this is going to be on Superman and Me, and that's going to be your discussion. And then your writing workshop is annotating essay 1 and a personal narrative. So this is what you're going to be working on this week. On that note, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your 3-day weekend and see you later.